I think the biggest side effect that I feel as part of having a period is actually managing and, at least understanding your hormonal imbalance in the body. I think, my hormones are having a party. I feel that, they just take me for a ride. And that's been the harder part for me to manage throughout my life. But the fact that I realized that it is hormones has, again, like I said, it's only happened in the last few years. I'm very happy now I at least understand that it is actually hormonal imbalance and not my brain trying to play monkey. And the fact that since I moved to Australia, we've had to, put up with the vagaries of weather in Melbourne. And given that almost 6 months in a year we don't have sunlight, I kind of became, vitamin D deficient and also iron deficient. As a result of which, what had happened was, there was a lot of hormonal side effects to the effect that I would have severe anxiety. Simple things like rocking up to a meeting and having a conversation would actually give me flutter in my heart, and I would be like, what the hell is this? Because I've managed bigger conversations. I've gone and done big sessions with hundreds of people, but just walking into a meeting with just 3 people would actually cause my heart to flutter. I never understood what this actually was, and I was wondering if I've actually lost confidence in myself. Have I lost confidence in my skills of what I could bring to the table? But actually, because a couple of other female colleagues came and spoke to me about it, that's when I started thinking maybe it's not me, it's perhaps something to do with my body. So I went through a series of tests with my GP. And then the GP also suggested a colonoscopy, God knows why. But then at the back of it, we figured out that I'm actually iron deficient. So I did get an iron transfusion, and that suddenly, had a very big impact in the way I was feeling during, before the period and during the period. The only downside to it is you have to get transfusion every couple of years to keep it at a level. There are options. My gynecologist also suggested that you could actually look at reducing the heavy bleeding through an external process. But I didn't want to change the natural way my body is, and I didn't want to necessarily try and poke into the natural balance of how the body feels. So I did not go for any external product. But I'm more than happy to deal with as it is. But I think the fact that I realized that iron imbalance could actually cause such a big havoc was a big revelation for me, and since then I've been talking to a lot of ladies about it as well, just because I could help them create that awareness.